playing?
No pressure. Just have fun. Be yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll try to be quiet.
all right. Hello and welcome to Cynthia. No, let's get that name correct. Stop. Let's start this over again. Hello, my name is Cynthia Carlisle and welcome to Cynthia Cooks Tonight. So you're wondering, what is she going to cook tonight? And why is she cooking tonight? Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have owned the Meatloaf Bakery, a Chicago Lincoln Park storefront that specializes in meatloaf, and I owned it for 8 years. And people used to say, well, you love to cook, you love to make lots of different kinds of meatloaf, but why not do something where you're making something else? And I realized all my life I cook. I cook for myself, I cook for my friends, and I just like to make lots of different recipes. And the fun part of it, I just like to go to grocery stores and farmers markets and rummage through my refrigerator and just see what I can make tonight. And of course, with a nice little glass of wine or any other adult beverage makes it equally as fun. So, in our first installment of What's Cynthia Cooking Tonight? Or wait a minute, maybe it's Cynthia Cooks Tonight. Or maybe Cynthia Cooks during the day. I don't know. We got to work on the title, but we're going to do the first one right now. And I was thinking, what could we make? It's perfect watermelon season, so I think we're going to make a watermelon mint salad. So what do you think about that, Chris?
That sounds delicious.
That sounds delicious. All right, so let's do this. I went to the grocery store today and I bought some of these fabulous watermelons without the seeds. So I'm just going to chop them up. And one of the things that I think is really important about cooking is to be fearless. Do not be afraid of it. Just what looks good to you, what's in season. So we're going to just take this watermelon and I have washed my hands. People always used to say in my store, oh, your bare hands. No, we always wore gloves, but I'm home in my own kitchen right now. So already we're getting some wonderful, little beautiful shots of watermelon. This bowl actually was my mother's. We used to make salad in it when I was home in Toledo, Ohio. And after she passed away, I brought it back. So Mom, you're with me right now as I'm making my little watermelon salad. And the good part, oops, I almost zipped my finger there. I have to be careful. Yeah, I need to watch that. The thing about me, because let's make it all about me, is that I just love to experiment with food. I'm not afraid of it. I find it fun and interesting and of course delicious. We're gonna put that over there. All right, a few more. And here's the other thing. After a long day of doing whatever it is that you're doing, if you're working, you're in a desk job, you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're a bartender, and you're thinking, gosh, I'm just exhausted. What can I do to chill? Most people would say not cook. I say, why not cook? Why not take out your aggressions and your frustrations on your food? It's really fun. And that's what I love to do. It's just most enjoyable. So, okay, now, fresh mint right from my little balcony garden. I live in the city. And one of the things, I'm going to rinse these out. Always important to rinse them. I like fresh mint in this little salad. It's going to be a combination of fresh mint, a little bit of basil, a little bit of olive oil, feta cheese, Kalamata olives, and lime. It's very tasty. Okay, so we're going to just... Can you smell this mint?
I can smell it from here.
Isn't it nice? I know. Can't beat fresh mint. So we'll just chop it up. The other thing, people have said, Cynthia, you love to cook. You love to cook. That's true. I am not a trained chef. Don't come to me for knife skills. I just do what I need to do to get things done and to make them taste good. So right now I just chopped up this fresh mint and I'm going to pop it right into the bowl. A teeny bit more because it just is so tasty. kind of fun to have it on your balcony, little balcony garden. I'm growing rosemary and two kinds of thyme. There's a lemon thyme and a regular thyme. Lemon literally smells and tastes like lemon. Well, it doesn't taste like lemon, but it's got that essence of lemon in it. All right, so we're chopping up this. All right, I'm not doing a great job of chopping, but that's the other thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, if you're baking, yeah, it's got to be perfect. You got to measure it, and it has to be spot on. But in the way I look at it, it's just me or my friends or family members. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as it tastes good, and then it just takes the pressure off. Less pressure, and that's what we want. So you come home. You open your refrigerator and you say, what am I making? What sounds good? What do I have a craving for? Today, I had a craving for watermelon. All right, so earlier, I just nicked my finger. So I thought, all right, I better Band-Aid it up a little bit. Now, this is a little bit of fresh basil. It's a little tiny type of basil. Ooh, Chris, can you smell this?
No.
Not from here? Not. No? Okay. Well, it's not as pungent as regular basil. I'm just going to drop them in my little watermelon-y salad. Wait till I open the feta cheese and the olives. Okay. Now, I think I'm ready for that. So, this is just basic feta cheese I got from the grocery store. I think I had this salad, years ago at a restaurant, and just in the summer, it's just so great.
Making me hungry.
You can have some. You can have some. It's really, I mean, you have to like watermelon, but I do. And I think a lot of people do, with a little salt and pepper, and then the olive oil. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drain a little bit of the juice from the feta cheese, and I'll show you. You know, it's like just a few minutes have passed, and this salad is almost done. I had the ingredients. I dumped them in. I'm going to wash my hands. All right, let's see. What comes next? Kalamata olives without the pits. Much easier if you take the pits out or you buy them already pitted. Let's grab a spoon. All right, drain the juice just a titch. Some nice little black olives. That adds just kind of a nice briny taste to it. I like anything briny with like pickles and lemon and lime and all that. Uh-oh, pit. Yeah, we got a pit. See, they said they're pitted, but they're not. This is not good. Be careful. All right, but I caught it, so that's good. Now, again, I'm doing this for you now. I'm going to be eating this later. I don't have any company coming over unless Chris decides he wants to stay. I'm not perfecting the olive things. I'm just kind of chopping them up so they're a little bit easier to consume. All right, here come the olives. So in a way, this is kind of an American Mediterranean treat. Let me just show you this. So far, it's looking really pretty, and I do love this crystal bowl. Yeah, it's not really crystal, but it's pretend crystal. Now, let's get some lime. Fresh limes. I love everything fresh. Always got to do fresh. Another gadget that is really fun, and it's pink, which makes it more fun, is a little juicer for my limes and or lemons or anything citrus. So right now I'm doing a half a lime, and you'll see I didn't measure any of this. For me that's the beauty of cooking, just like randomly. You don't measure, you kind of eyeball things, and I think the more creative you get, the more fun you have with it. So now we're going to put a little bit of olive oil. Come back up here. A little extra virgin olive oil. I think this is maybe oh, Trader Joe's. Okay. Could be an Italian one. It could be Greek. Really, any of them are fine. Need to get some salt and pepper. And I like to... Oh, where's my salt? Where's my pepper? Aha. Where is that pepper? Can't find it. Well, we got the salt. Just because it's cool, I always like to grind my, salt. It looks like I'm cool. I don't know that I am. Hold on. I'm looking for the pepper. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. There we go. Here. All right, a little bit of pepper, same thing. These little wonderful things. Years ago, my friends were in London and they bought them for me. God, I love them. They're just really fun. Okay, now I have salt, pepper, watermelon, feta cheese. Looks pretty. Does it taste good? I bet you it does. I could try it. I could have Chris try it.
Ooh, Chris wouldn't mind that.
Chris wouldn't mind it. All right, let's put... Okay, now Chris, mind you, none of these... I could have done a better job chopping, but...
I got a big mouth.
Okay, very good. The beauty, again, is I did this in what, 10 minutes? It was really simple. No fuss, no muss. Put it together, and you got a nice little watermelon salad to go along with your dinner. Now, let's get Chris a little bowl. And you can tell us. It might need something. It might need a little salt or pepper or more feta cheese. But if not, then we're good. That's the other thing I love to do, though. And my mother used to do this. You'll find I'm going to talk a lot about my mother because that's how I learned to cook. Because she was a cook, and my sister and I were her handmaidens. We stood by her and watched her cook. She never let us do anything, but we watched her, and then we did all the dishes too, all the time. But we really learned how to do things, and she would make something, and we were always tasting it. Taste this. Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? And if it wasn't, well, usually it was because she was just superb. She was a great cook. So anyways, this is for you, Chris.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Actually, you know what? I got to have a bite. Just because I need to have a bite. No, okay, this is a big bite. Oh. Wow. Oh. Chris, what do you think?
That's fresh.
Isn't it nice? And that was really easy. I'm not kidding. It was easy.
Oh man. This would impress a date.
It would? Wow, okay. I gotta get a date and then I'll impress the date with my salad. But it is refreshing. Do you think it needs a little more lime? Maybe not.
I think it tastes delicious.
You do? Okay. All right, we're good. Okay, so we have the salad. That's good. Now, here's the other thing. I'm gonna put it in the fridge to chill it up a little bit. Now, we're gonna, the next thing I want to do, actually now I'm kind of gonna regroup and try to do the other thing.
Okay.